Alright, live on YouTube, live on Rumble. Good afternoon, hello, welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. I'm Xander. UVRU. We will be joined by the Golden Loon here shortly. Today is, of course, Thursday, aka Thursday, May 7th, 2026. The show is about interesting and important happenings that occurred on this calendar day throughout the annals of recorded history. You know, we have a 34-page document to go through today. Anyway, on with the show, starting with the year 351. The Jewish revolt against Constantius Gallus broke out after his arrival at Antioch. Moving on up to 558, the dome of the Hagia Sophia in Constantinople collapsed. Justinian I immediately ordered it rebuilt. So, yep, and we all know this glorious structure here. The loon is here. He's getting himself set up. Hey, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing great.
Nice. And yeah, you know this building, the Hagia Sophia.
Yeah.
What, you don't?
No.
But it's a mosque now, but it used to be a church and everything. It's in now Istanbul.
Okay.
In Turkey.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Constantinople was the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire.
I wonder how old it is.
Very. Well, I mean, like right here, we just covered 558. The dome collapsed.
Oh, geez.
So it was even before that.
Ooh,
When? I'll look this up. When was Hagia Sophia constructed? I know I didn't spell that right. Oh, let's see here. It says it was formerly a church from 360 to 1453, then a museum from 1935 until 2020. I'm sure it's still a mosque, though. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now it's a museum.
So 400s.
Huh. Well, it says 1935 to 2020. It was a museum. It's still a mosque, though. 2020 to present. So I guess it's no longer. Well, that's strange. It was an Eastern Orthodox church, then a Catholic church, then a mosque, then a museum, and it went back to being a mosque.
Oh, okay.
Huh. All right. What else we got here? 1253, Flemish friar William of Rubruck set off to convert the Mongols to Christianity, a mission ordered by French King Louis IX, one of the most famous travel accounts in the medieval world. Huh. I don't like the idea of converting people. Let people be what they want.
Yeah.
Tell them. If you want to tell them about Jesus, tell them about Moses, about Muhammad, about Vishnu, whatever. Tell people, but don't try to impose. That's not cool. 1274, Second Council of Lyon, the 14th Ecumenical Council, opened, convened by Pope Gregory X. It ratified a decree to regulate the election of the Pope, based off of the secondary source here.
Yeah.
So that's a little tidbit of information that the primary source didn't tell us. 1355, 1,200 Jews of Toledo, Spain, were killed by Count Henry of Trastamara. So...
Huh.
Here we go again. And this is the second already.
Yeah, tell us why. Give us a little information.
Well, I mean, if we actually knew why, then we would start understanding why this keeps happening to the Jews, and they really wouldn't have, any power over anything anymore. Now, would they? They can't proclaim themselves the constant victimization if they show why they're victims. 1429, English siege of Orleans was broken by Joan of Arc and the French army. And here's an artist depiction of that. So you all know about Joan of Arc and everything.
Yeah.
So I actually played. I don't remember which Age of Empires it was. I think it was the second. No, maybe not the second one. Maybe the first one. I don't remember. But you actually play as Joan of Arc.
Oh.
As a top-down real-time strategy game. Here, I'll take that.
That's good.
Okay. I'll still take it over here. But yeah, that's how I learned. Like the Age of Empires, that video game taught me more about history than all of school. And it's not because I wasn't paying attention. It's just because, first off, it's a video game and I'm a kid. And I'm gonna pay a lot more attention to what's fun. But at the same time, if you're not grabbing your students' attention, then you're a failure of a teacher. If they're not learning, have them play the game and learn that way. They got to learn to use the tools, not try to condemn them. In 1487, Portuguese explorer Pero da Covilhã departed Santarém on a mission to India and Abyssinia, succeeds in reaching both, laying the ground for future Portuguese voyages of exploration. It's pretty big there.
Portuguese was big at the time.
Yeah. 1544, the burning of Edinburgh by an English army was the first action of the rough wooing. That does sound like a rough wooing.
What the...
I don't... I don't know. Like we all know, like what it is, like to woo,
Yeah.
like. I'm just thinking, like is this some extremely like if like a little boy likes a little girl in the schoolyard, he picks on her because he doesn't know how to show.
Yeah.
Well, would this be an extreme version of that?
I don't know.
Like, I like you, I'm gonna burn your house down. What? No. Oh, it's also known as the 8 Years' War. Was part of the Anglo-Scottish Wars of the 16th century.
Okay.
Following the English Reformation, the break from the Catholic Church, England attacked Scotland, partly to break the Auld Alliance and prevent Scotland from being used as a springboard for a future invasion by France. Oh, wow. So, all right. So if you want to know more about the rough wooing, then this will be in the underbar of the description below after the live stream. And I thought they were going to come in and say, oh, I thought they were a good-looking wool. 1638, Cornelius Goyer established the first permanent Dutch settlement on Mauritius, which was then uninhabited. Well, if it's the first permanent settlement, then yeah, it would be uninhabited, you'd think. Although I guess technically not. If there was a temporary settlement already there, then it would be inhabited. I don't know. That's just weird semantic to put in there. 1649, the first English translation of the Quran, Al-Quran of Mahomet, was published by London by Alexander Ross, based on a French translation. Here's an image of that. 1660, Isaac B. Fubine of Savoy in The Hague patented macaroni.
Oh!
Yeah, we just had some macaroni.
Kidding. Yes, we did.
So on May 7th, that's today, 1660, Isaac B. Fubine of Savoy patented macaroni. Now, after that cheesy fact, get out your penne and pasta me your timesheet. I love that little joke there. But so I'm gonna image search this and let's see here. So these look like original blueprints for the macaroni. That's a weird looking noodle.
Yeah.
It looks like an elongated buzzsaw. I mean, it looks like it has blades, but it's long. So I'd be a little concerned to consume that. 1664, Louis XIV of France inaugurated the Palace of Versailles.
Oh.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yeah. That's
an awesome place.
Yeah, I'm never gonna see it. That's unfortunate. But
You don't know.
I do, Dad. Come on. The way the world's going, there's no way in hell I'm ever gonna visit France. It's just not gonna happen, and I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm not. I'd like to go visit, but it's just not gonna happen. So. Yeah, look at this wonderful,
Now, if you had one place to go, you could go fly tomorrow. I'm going to go see
Normandy.
In Europe.
Normandy.
Yeah, Normandy in France.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
That makes sense.
1697, Stockholm.
No hesitation. I like that.
Yep. Stockholm's medieval royal castle was destroyed by a fire. The Codex Gigas, which was the world's largest extant medieval illuminated manuscript, survived by being thrown out a window. So, and that's it right there. You can actually see how it's kind of singed and smoky on the edges.
Yeah.
So, that's crazy. Yeah,
it survived.
Yeah, it's awesome. 1700, William Penn began monthly meetings for blacks advocating emancipation. Excellent.
William Penn,
Yeah, founder of Pennsylvania. 1718, the city of New Orleans was founded by French explorer Jean-Baptiste Le Moyne de Bienville. And here's a map of what it looked like at the time.
Oh.
So the city of New Orleans, Louisiana, or New Orleans. And I wonder if they did that intentionally, because remember, we spoke about Joan of Arc breaking the siege of Orleans, the original Orleans in France.
Yeah.
And this is New Orleans being founded on the same calendar date, just many years apart. I wonder if he founded it on the anniversary intentionally. He had 364 other days to do it.
A lot of stuff hits the same days like that.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Nowadays it'd be more expected for it to be intentional. But were they doing things like that back then too? So
I don't know. It makes you wonder anyways.
Yeah. 1727, Jews were expelled from Ukraine by Empress Catherine I of Russia. Here we go again. 1756, Burmese King Alangafayla sent his golden letter on rolled gold to King George II of Great Britain, detailing trade proposals. Well, if you want to do trade, I don't know what else you can do to give the hint and send out a gold letter.
This is a golden loon topic.
Yes, but I mean, how wealthy? Could you imagine being the a king or something or whatever, getting a literal gold letter, and they're requesting you to trade. It's like, wow, you have so much gold and wealth that you're literally throwing out gold as a request. Like, yes, I'll trade with you. Yeah, like this is just trying to find the image that I found earlier.
That's the reaction. It's money well spent.
Exactly. Right here, you can see like the whole thing right there, and it's rolled up. It was put into this, for lack of a better term, canoptic jar or something for transportation.
It's a scroll, right?
Yeah, it's a golden scroll. It's also emblazoned with some gems on one end. See?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. What else do we got here? It's, we got that one. 1763. Pontiac's War began with Pontiac's attempt to seize Fort Detroit from the British. Wait, what? The car company? Hold on a second. Well, I didn't even, like, when I first read that, I put in that comment there, the car company, as a tongue-in-cheek thing, but then it's the Battle of Detroit. Well, wasn't Detroit the Motor City?
It was at one time, but
And-
not in 1763.
Well, no, but, I mean, it's just, like, too many things are linking here in weird ways.
Yeah.
You know? 1765, HMS Victory was launched, Admiral Nelson's flagship at Trafalgar 40 years later. To give a little bit of understanding to that, the HMS Victory was launched at Catherine Dockyard in Kent. She was not commissioned until 1778. So, like 1765, she wasn't commissioned. So, you know what it means to commission a ship in the Navy, right?
Yeah.
Like not like to, because usually when you commission something, you pay up front or half up front, half at the end or whatever, however a lot of ways to do it. But you commission somebody to make something beforehand.
Yeah.
But ship commission is commissioning it for combat. So
Yes.
like they make the ship, but then they don't commission it until afterwards.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Because
I
that's what it
didn't know
says.
that part.
Well, this was done in 1765.
Yeah.
It was not commissioned until
I get it now. I
1778.
get it. Okay.
So the Navy essentially they looked at the pool of non-commissioned ships, and they're like, oh hey, we would like that one. We'll commission it for combat, like a NCO or a CO, a non-commissioned officer or a commissioned officer. So same thing, I think. I might also be talking out of my ass, but that's what makes sense to me. But that's really interesting. So Admiral Nelson, you know about him.
Yeah.
It was his flagship 40 years after this ship was built. So 1805.
Okay.
Yeah. 1775, the Turkish state of Bukovina seceded from Austria. Huh. Okay.
Never heard of that.
Austria?
No.
Well, like, it was a Turkish state.
Yeah.
What is a Turkish state doing in Austria? That's weird.
Well, what is this here? Bukwana or whatever it is.
That's the name of the state.
I know. That's what I've never heard of.
Well, I mean, like, we don't know every state in every country.
Why not?
Every province. Well, I mean, like, how many
I'm a little
provinces?
disappointed here.
How many provinces does Canada have? Can you name them?
I don't even know how many they have. 8 or 9?
Thank you for proving my
Now
point.
you gotta look it up. How many provinces does Canada have? I gotta know this. Damn Canadian citizen.
Well, before I look it up, name a couple.
Well, Saskatchewan, British Columbia. That's a couple.
Okay, New Brunswick, Alberta.
Yeah.
Yukon.
Yeah. I'm gonna say there's 10.
North Territory. Let's see here.
North Territory. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it has 10 provinces and 3 territories.
Oh, so North Territory is not a province.
Northwest Territory. Nunavut, Yukon, British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia.
Okay.
Oh, and Newfoundland and Labrador.
That's right. So there's 10.
Yeah. Oh.
Soon to be 9.
But thank you for proving my point.
Got off topic. Okay,
In 1789, we have the first U.S. presidential inaugural ball for George Washington in New York City.
Yeah. Oh,
And that's elegant.
That's
He's
cool.
dancing. It's
Yeah.
awesome. In 1792, what is this? Captain Robert Gray was the first European to discover Gray's Harbor in Washington State. I wonder who it's named after. 1794, during the French Revolution, Robespierre introduced the cult of the Supreme Being in the National Convention as a new state religion of the French First Republic. I don't think that went over well. You're going to have a national religion start with a cult? Are you kidding me? 1800, Indiana Territory was organized. All right. 1824, Ludwig van Beethoven's Ninth, the Choral Symphony, often regarded as his greatest work, premiered at the Theater am Kardentheater in Vienna, Austria. And I'm going to add this, and I was going to listen to it earlier, but it's over an hour long.
Yeah.
So, which is ironic because our shows are over an hour long, but I'm not.
You should have it in the background.
No, it's probably copywritten or something. So, let's see here. Beethoven.
So you can listen to it, but you can't use it in any other way, right?
Well, I don't know, because it might be copywritten, even though it's from 1824. Yeah, but a company could have scooped it up somehow. They always play with the legal.
I'm saying that you were going to listen to it. That would have been okay.
Oh yeah.
But you can't put it in the background of your show.
If it's copywritten.
If it's copywritten.
Yeah. Well, because then I'm making a product with it.
Yeah.
And they're going to want money.
Yeah.
And the whole reason why is not because I'm making a profit off it, which I'm not, but because Google is.
Okay.
Because they slap advertisements on literally every video. So I have to deal with the whole copyright stuff so Google doesn't have to get punished. So I'm the fall guy for Google, essentially. You know, I hate how they've made the laws to do that. It's all my responsibility and they get all the money. Ain't that a bitch? So, 1832, Greece became independent. Otto of Bavaria was chosen as the king. All right. And Greece's independence was recognized by the Treaty of London, according to other sources. 1836, the settlement of Mayagüez elevated Puerto Rico to the royal status of villa by the government of Spain. 1840, a tornado struck Natchez, Mississippi, killing 317 people. Other source, the Great Natchez Tornado struck Natchez in Mississippi, killing 317 people. It is the second deadliest tornado in United States history.
Ooh.
So, yeah. 1846, the first printed copies of poems by Emily Charlotte and Anne Bronte were received, published under pseudonyms Acton, Currer, and Ellis Bell. Only 2 copies were sold. That's not good. Yeah. Huh. Yeah.
Mom and Dad.
Yeah, probably. 1846, now this is no longer on either source, so I'm not sure if this is accurate. The Cambridge Chronicle, the United States' oldest surviving weekly newspaper, was published for the first time in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And I'm wondering, are they still around, though? Because if it's not on the... Well, it should still be on the sources, even if it's defunct. So, Cambridge Chronicle. Well, it ceased publication in 2022.
So it's no longer.
No, it's not. Now, that reminds me.
I'm glad you looked it up.
Yes. Now, that reminds me, a lot of the, and I'll just show this to you guys, for example.
Yeah, put in parenthesis, closed. And...
Yeah, well, you know what? I'll just, I'll do this here. Let's see here.
Because it's still a part of history.
It is. I just want to show this to you really quick. So, so for tomorrow, May 8th, the last time I did a show on May 8th, it was Sunday, May 8th, 2022.
Okay.
So so it's the same thing, with the old stuff from today. I got that article on the year that it went defunct, so it was probably still up those 4 years ago.
Yeah. So you haven't done a show on May 8th for 4 years?
Apparently.
Oh, geez.
So that's why that's why I'm so hard nosed about doing one every day of the year. Yeah. So anyway,
you ought to put it down there that it's defunct.
Yes, defunct.
2022.
2022. All right. 1847, the American Medical Association was founded in Philadelphia.
I thought you were going to say American Metal.
Well, no. Well, American...
Hey, I know them.
Yeah. The American Medical.
Yeah.
1856, Argentina and Brazil signed a navigation pact. Yeah, that could just think... What does it entail? It's so ambiguous. So, 1861, a riot occurred between pro-secessionist and Union supporters in Knoxville, Tennessee, leading up to the Civil War.
I guess a lot of this stuff, the intent is, like you say, you see something that's ambiguous, so look it up and see what it's about.
Maybe. But then again, I'm already looking up and finding my way to this.
Yeah.
Then they should be continuing.
I would like to hear a little more on some of these things.
I would too. 1862, much of Eschendale, Netherlands was destroyed by a fire. I want to know how much damage, you know, the cost, injuries, deaths displaced, you know. 1862 as well, South Dakota Historical Society was founded as the Old Settlers Association of Dakota Territory. Organization was renamed after statehood was attained in 1890.
Oh,
That's interesting.
Yeah.
1864, we had the Battle of the Wilderness ended inconclusively in Virginia. Confederates had losses of 7,500, with Union losses at 17,666. It says 1862. Yeah, where is it? 1864. Where is it? It's not in here anymore. What the hell? Oh, here. Wait. Oh, there it is. Okay. Just couldn't find it. Yeah, that's, let's see here. During the American Civil War, the Army of the Potomac under General Ulysses S. Grant broke off from the Battle of the Wilderness and moved southwards. 1864 as well, the world's oldest surviving clipper ship, the City of Adelaide, was launched by William Pyle, Hay and Company in Sunderland, England, for transporting passengers and goods between Britain and Australia.
A clipper, I love that.
1866, German Chancellor Otto von Bismarck was seriously wounded in an assassination attempt, so they were trying to get him too, yeah. 1867, blacks staged a ride-in to protest segregation in New Orleans. So they were, you know, we had you know, William Penn from 1700.
Yeah.
So for like 250, 300 years, blacks were fighting. You know, and whites were fighting alongside them for their emancipation and their equal rights and everything. So just makes me wonder, like, how come it took so long? You know, that's weird.
Yeah.
1867, Swedish chemist Alfred Nobel patented dynamite in England, the first of 3 patents he received for the explosive material.
Jeez, now is that? I wonder if that's the same Nobel. If that's named after him.
Yes, and that's the irony of the thing. You remember? I was actually going to bring it up. You remember in the movie Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
Where they were talking about maybe Oppenheimer getting the Nobel Peace Prize for developing, you know, or some Nobel Prize for developing nuclear weapons or whatever.
Okay.
Or there's something going on about, you know, that sentiment or whatever, and then somebody said something about how ironic it would be, like, you know, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then I think it was Oppenheimer who said Alfred Nobel invented dynamite.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's like.
Yeah.
We have the Nobel Peace Prize affiliated with the name of the guy who invented one of the most destructive things in the world. So, 1873, U.S. Marines attacked Panama. Here we go again with Panama. No Panamas. So,
not a Panama.
Yeah. I wonder why we were attacking Panama. That's weird.
That's before the canal, right?
Way before.
Yeah.
And this was not Noriega.
Oh, no.
No. 1875, German SS Schiller sunk near Sicily Islands, killing 312 people. Sucks. 1877, Cincinnati Enquirer first used the term bullpen to indicate a baseball field foul territory where late-coming spectators were herded like cattle. That's a terrible thing to say.
The bullpen's now for pitchers.
Oh, okay.
That's the bullpen. Someone comes out, you know, the starter goes out and they bring someone out of the bullpen. He runs right down the line.
You mean the cycle?
The cycle.
1895, Russian scientist Alexander Stepovich Popov demonstrated to the Russian Physical and Chemical Society his invention, the world's first radio receiver in St. Petersburg, celebrated as Radio Day in Russia. So happy Radio Day, which reminds me, I'm going to actually, you know what, I have a friend in Russia. I'm going to DM him. Happy Radio Day. and wonder how he's like, how the hell do you know about that?
I bet he doesn't have any idea. What are you talking about?
Dude, if I know more about his own country's history than he does, that'll be hilarious. 1902, La Soufriere volcano on St. Vincent killed 1,680 people. Yikes. 1904, Flexible Flyer trademark was registered. What a Flexible Flyer? Why does that sound so familiar? Flexible Flyer. Images.
Sounds like my Flexi. Oh, there you go.
It is a Flexi.
Well, no. It's a brand. It's a brand.
Oh, would the Flexible be like the foot pad here? Like, because you can adjust it? It's flexible?
Oh, I don't know.
But what about it would be flexible then?
Well, I don't know if that's somebody's name. I don't know. I don't know where it's coming from.
The sled that steers. Oh, it was a steering sled.
Flyer. Flexible Flyer.
It's for a sled.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's the name of it. That doesn't mean it's flexible.
Well, then that's just a misconstruing name.
Yeah, look at later they came up with a what do you call it?
A
The
wagon.
Flexible flyer.
Okay.
A wagon, yeah.
Okay, that's probably why it was. I knew about the wagon, maybe. Like I think, my Russian, my Russian friend. Thank you. You too. Shout out to Sweek. Oh, let's see. Do I have any comments here? Really quick. Nope, not on
I
there.
think you got to put that on the end of our Russian radio day.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've already mentioned it. I've completely lost my thing here. Here we go. 1907, Central American Court of Justice was inaugurated in San Jose, Costa Rica. First standing tribunal for international law in the world. Wow. Charles Collier won the first Isle of Man TT race at 38.22 miles an hour. What's a TT race?
Total trash.
Maybe. TT race. Let's take a TT races. Isle of Man TT. Tourist trophy. Oh, okay, so that's what that is. Okay, so it's a motorcycle race. Now, well, it could have been then as well, because motorcycles came before the automobile. Remember the quadricycle?
Yeah.
1908, Emperor Franz Joseph celebrated his Golden Jubilee with festivities throughout the Austro-Hungarian Empire. 1 year later, construction began on the first 100 houses of Ahuzat Bayit, known today as Tel Aviv. Yep. In 1912, Columbia University approved plans to award the Pulitzer Prize in several categories after the establishment by Joseph Pulitzer. Of course. 365 days later, we have an ambassadorial conference in St. Petersburg, Russia, awarded the town of Silistria to Romania in compensation for Bulgaria's other territorial gains in the First Balkan War. Okay. We also have British House of Commons rejected the women's rights to vote. We spoke about that yesterday.
Yeah.
1913 as well, a plot by English suffragists to blow up part of St. Paul's Cathedral was thwarted when the bomb was discovered.
Good.
Yep, 1914, U.S. Congress established Mother's Day.
All right. Sunday.
Yeah.
Take care of your mothers, folks.
Yes, you never know, how much time you have left with them, so enjoy every bit you can, because one day it will be gone. Same with your dads. Enjoy everything you got. So.
Or tolerate them either.
They pay a paradise and put up a parking lot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone. 1915, the RMS Lusitania was sunk by a German submarine off the coast of Ireland with 1,198 lives lost.
Ooh.
So it's German submarine U-20 sunk RMS Lusitania, killing all those people, including 128 U.S. citizens. Public reaction to the sinking turned many former pro-Germans in the United States against the German Empire. So yeah, that would do it. 1915 as well, the Republic of China acceded to 13 of the 21 demands, extending the Empire of Japan's control over Manchuria and the Chinese economy. Wow, China's just getting screwed. 1917, in a testament to his pitching ability, future Baseball Hall of Fame slugger Babe Ruth led Boston Red Sox to a 1-0 victory against Washington Senators legend Walter Johnson. 1919, a draft of the Versailles Treaty was shown to the Germans. Okay, so that way they know what's coming. 1920, the USSR recognized Georgia's independence. The Treaty of Moscow, Soviet Russia recognized the independence of the Democratic Republic of Georgia, only to invade the country 6 months later. Well, at least they recognize the independence, so that way they can validate their taking over. If they weren't independent, then they might be going to war with whoever owns them.
True.
So, yeah. It's a double-edged sword. I never thought about it that way. If a country recognizes you as independent, that makes you a target. Because you don't have a protector. Unless you have an ally.
Or you're a badass.
Yeah. Well.
And they don't touch you.
Well, the U.S. gets touched plenty of times.
Well, unfortunately, over the history,
nobody is untouchable.
We've touched a lot.
We have, in a lot of bad ways.
Like Panama.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, true. 1920 as well, during the Polish-Soviet War, Kiev offensive, Polish troops led by Joseph Pilsudski and Edward Smigly, and assisted by a symbolic Ukrainian force, captured Kiev only to be driven out by the Red Army counteroffensive a month later. 1925, the first projection planetarium opened at Deutsche Museum in Munich, Germany. Ah. 25 as well, NBA, Pittsburgh Pirates shortstop Glenn Wright made an unassisted triple play. Now, hold on a second.
It's not the NBA.
NBA. Is there an NBA?
No, that's...
Yeah. That's why I was like, what is... It's supposed to be the MLB.
Yeah.
Right?
MLB, Major League Baseball.
Not NBA, because that's...
They're trying to make it basketball, baseball, all at once.
Well, that's weird. What the hell?
Typo.
Yeah. Well, how do you typo that? Like MLB, NBA, like they're all in complete different. Like,
well, it's not that you made a mistake. You got your wires crossed in your head.
Ah.
Came up with.
But then you'd think that you'd proofread it before making it live.
I think so.
So. 1925, Phillies had their 8th game postponed in a row. That sucks.
Huh. Why would they have that?
I don't know. 2 years later, Angelos Sicilianos organized the first the first Delphic festival in Delphi to celebrate the ancient Greek Delphic ideal. So Delphi and all that stuff. 1928, United Kingdom lowered the voting age for women from 30 to 21. Wow.
Oh,
wow.
30.
Well, remember, like they denied them suffrage before. We spoke about that today yesterday.
True. And today.
So, count your blessings. You're allowed to vote at 30. At least you're allowed to vote.
So
and
they
now,
lowered it to 21.
yes, good. So, but I think we should unilaterally have like an omni license for 26.
Well, I remember when you couldn't vote till you're 21. I couldn't vote till I was 21.
Yeah. You want to let him know?
What?
Like why they changed it from 21 to 18?
Well, there's a number of reasons, but the biggest hoopla was, especially during Vietnam, was how come we can die for our country,
but you have no say,
but you have no vote on it?
Yeah.
And they're right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because they could literally draft you into the army.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you can do that, you better have a right to vote.
The United States has become all the evils and then more from the ones that we fought to get independence from. We're worse than the British ever was when they were oppressing us. Oh, absolutely. Oh, we get taxed out the ass.
Oh, yes, we do.
And we get no rights, no freedoms.
You realize until about, I don't know, 20.
The state of California infringes on my Second Amendment right through a technicality. So, sorry, what were you going to say?
No, that's okay. Go on.
Well, I mean, I just wanted to finish up that point. Yeah. I didn't mean to interrupt. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, somewhere around 1925, we had no income tax at all, personal income tax at all.
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah.
And then the camel got its nose under the tent.
Yeah.
And here we are.
And then see, and then things are so bad, politicians like Trump can use no tax on tips to get voted in.
Yeah.
That should be standard. That should not be a freaking campaign promise. That should be standard.
But it wasn't, and he promised it, and he did it, so it's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, he's
Social
also
Security, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overnight.
Yeah.
It's all a good start.
Now, when's he going to release the Epstein files? Yeah, never, because he's on there. So,
I don't believe that for a second.
Well, yeah, you don't believe a lot of things. So, 1930, the 7.1 MW Stelmas earthquake struck northwestern Iran and southeastern Turkey with a maximum Mercalli intensity of 9, violent. Up to 3,000 people were killed. Yikes. And then 1931, the standoff between criminal Francis Crowley and 300 members of the New York Police Department took place in his 5th floor apartment on West 91st Street, New York City. What? 300 people? This is a military action. Like, why do you need that many people? Oh, he looks like a gangster. Look at that. Oh, he was a murderer. Okay. So that's why. A 2-hour shootout. 15,000 witnesses. Wow, that's ridiculous. 1934, part of Kavrovsk became a Jewish autonomous region. No idea where the heck that is.
Clue.
34 as well, Pulitzer Prize award to Sidney Kingsky for his play Men in White, as opposed to the Men in Black. Like,
maybe so.
So, like, do they have a song afterward? Here comes the Men in White, Galaxy Defenders.
But they don't dance to it.
They just stand there.
Yeah,
Stern look on their face.
Yeah.
We are unamused. 1934, the world's largest pearl at 6.4 kilograms was found at Palawan, Philippines. And I wonder if this is still the world's largest. Let's image search this. Oh, that is a lot. Holy crap!
Yeah.
Wow!
Look at that.
All right, so like, do people know how pearls are made? Like, do you know how pearls are made?
Yeah.
Like, you know, a piece of sand or something, you know, gets into the clam and everything.
Yeah.
I want you to look at this. It got so big, it was the entirety of the inside. You can see the clam shape.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is enormous.
Yeah.
I wonder,
amazing.
did the clam die because the pearl got too big? It couldn't eat? You know? Like, you know, like basically, like, you know, like a pearl is like, you know, like imagine putting a piece of sand in your mouth. Like, you know, I'm just letting other people know. But it continuing to grow until it occupies the entire space. How are you going to consume? How are you going to nourish? So I wonder if it died.
My question is this. We think pearls are beautiful, but are they growing in clams? Is that what it is?
Yes.
It is clams.
Yes.
Okay, so to the clam, is it like a cancer?
Well, it's more like a tumor.
Okay.
Like, but from a foreign, like...
Yeah, well,
tumors
that's
are...
a good way to put it.
Yeah, it's like a foreign contaminant tumor type of thing.
Yeah, a tumor's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
So, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I'm sure the clam doesn't like it.
Yeah. 1937, during the Spanish Civil War, the German Condor Legion, equipped with Heinkel He-51 biplanes, arrived in Spain to assist Francisco Franco's forces. And we've spoken about this several times, how the Luftwaffe, you know, they're so badass in World War II because they had a lot of practice fighting with Franco. You know, he was a fascist as well.
Yeah.
He supported, you know, the Axis powers, even though they declared neutrality. Spain was not involved in World War II. They aided Italy and Germany and all that stuff. 1938, Dutch Minister of Justice Gosling called fugitives of Nazi Germany undesired strangers.
What does that mean?
That means she's bad. So fugitives of Nazi Germany. So basically Jews,
I don't know.
You know, like undesired strangers. Basically, what we would call illegal immigrants today. They are undesired strangers.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, or like you know, like you know, the whole Palestinian Israel conflict, the whole thing that happened. Like pick a country in the Middle East, and there's people leaving their war-torn nation coming over here. You know, from Syria to this to that. You know, Libya.
But other Arab countries won't take them in.
Yeah, and other European countries. Yeah. So, what does that tell you? You know, like why should we take them? 1940, British House of Commons began its Norway debate on the conduct of the war after Germany invaded Norway, leading to Winston Churchill becoming Prime Minister. Yeah. So yeah, they got rid of Neville Chamberlain, also known as the alpha version of Biden. So
you know, we had that just a little bit ago. We had that Versailles. They showed the Germans the Treaty of Versailles.
Oh yeah, a draft.
Well, that was the one able to peace in our times running around with when it was done.
Ah, yeah. Isn't that what they always say? 41, Glenn Miller recorded Chattanooga Choo Choo for RCA. It became the first record to be designated gold. I have to look this up here. Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Oh, you've never heard it?
I have not. I love the word, the thing, you know, Chattanooga, awooga, like, you know, an old car horn, you know, like Chattanooga, awooga. So, rehearsal, do not disturb. I'm going to add this into the underbar section. So, don't know how to spell Chattanooga. Oh, there it is right there. Oh, wait. CHATTANOOGA. Choo Choo. So if you guys want to listen to this as well, this will be down there after the live stream as per usual. I'll move this here so I can hear it later. What else do we got here? 1942. The Battle of Coral Sea ends, stopping Japanese expansion. During the Battle of the Coral Sea, United States Navy aircraft carrier... United States Navy aircraft carrier aircraft, so the aircraft from the carrier, that's written weirdly, attacked and sunk the Imperial Japanese Navy light aircraft carrier Soho. They sunk to Soho, you know. The battle marked the first time in naval history that two enemy fleets fought without visual contact between warring ships.
Oh, that's really amazing.
I thought that would have been Midway. I would have sworn that Midway was the first battle.
No, well,
but
they saw each other.
The ships did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I'm sure they were visual in some way. They didn't know we were going to be there. No, but
Well, no, we knew that they were going to be there, and then we
Yeah.
did a surprise
Yeah.
because they were going to do a surprise attack, and we
on
surprise
us,
attacked
and
on
then-
them.
and we knew about it.
But the
we-
ships didn't see each other. They did aircraft. The Battle of Midway was all aircraft.
That's true. So maybe Midway came after this.
When was the Battle of Midway?
It had to be pretty close in 42. 43 is getting a bit late.
42. June. Okay.
So it's a little bit later.
Yeah. 1942 as well. Nazi.
I know they lost very quickly all their aircraft.
Yeah, they got
there.
screwed.
So this is the first one. Then a month later, they were lost the rest of them.
Yep. Speaking of which, you know what else happens in June?
Can't imagine.
Well,
June gloom.
Well, no, we spoke about the region earlier in this episode. Normandy.
Ah.
Yeah, June 6th. 1942, Nazi decreed orders all Jewish pregnant women of Koivino ghetto executed. Whoa. I can't fathom the evil. Killing pregnant women. Like who do they think they are? George Floyd? You know? I mean, he put a gun to a pregnant woman's belly, so that's why I brought him in on this. Yeah, saying fentanyl. So, but yeah, isn't that that is awful? Killing pregnant women.
Yeah.
It's terrible. 43 Dutchmen between the age of 18 to 35 were obligated to report to labor camps. So I guess the Netherlands, they were under Nazi occupation, so forced labor and everything. 43 as well, Liberty ship George Washington Carver, named after the scientist, was launched. All right, inventor of peanut butter, all that stuff. George Washington Carver.
Oh.
You didn't know this?
No.
I could have sworn you did. George Washington Carver. He was a botanist, and he had hundreds, if not thousands, of different uses for peanuts, including peanut butter.
Oh,
He invented peanut butter. Yeah, he did it. And he made peanut butter because people without teeth and elderly, they still needed nourishment.
Yeah.
And peanuts and all that stuff had if you made peanut butter, they got their vitamins and minerals that they would not get because they couldn't chew meat.
Right.
So
Protein.
yeah, protein. Thank you. 1945, Branch Rickey announced the formation of the U.S. Negro Baseball League.
Ah.
Yes.
Yeah. The Negro League.
Yeah. 45 as well. SS opened fire on a crowd in Amsterdam, killing 22. It's terrible. We also have the unconditional surrender of the German Third Reich to the Allies was signed by General Alfred Jodl at Reims in northern France. So German Third Reich, General Alfred Jodl signed the document of surrender to the Allies at Reims, France. Soviet Union refused to recognize it.
Who did?
The Soviet Union, so they kept fighting them.
They were still going. They wanted their pound of flesh. So to
wouldn't
speak.
that be a war crime?
No, they don't have to recognize it. That was signed between us and them. And no one else had to say, okay.
Well, no.
It.
By this time, the Russians were allies. They were
They
part
were
of
allies,
the. No,
but
they
they're
were
still not obligated. They could have signed something with
No,
them and
no,
said,
no.
no, we're not done
No,
yet.
they were. No, they were part of the Allied powers.
No, they were, yes.
Yeah. So that means that they're as obligated as we were.
If they had signed it with the Germans, I don't think we would have been obligated to go along with it if you flip the script.
No. This is to the Allies. This is all of it. This is not the U.S.
Yeah.
This is to the U.S.,
okay.
UK, to the Allies powers. This is not.
Oh, you're
this
right.
Is, this is
you're
not
right.
Germany
I'm reading
surrendering the United States of America.
Yeah,
this is
you're right.
Germany surrendering to everybody.
Yeah.
And then one of them
You're right.
decided, no, that's not right.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
So, 45, during World War II, the last German U-boat attack of the war, 2 freighters were sunk off the Firth of Forth, Scotland. They gotta change their names of places. That's dumb. Loons time!
Yoo-hoo.
1946, Tokyo Telecommunications Engineering, later renamed Sony, was founded with around 20 employees. So happy birthday, Sony. 1947, General MacArthur approved Japanese Constitution. 1948, Nazi collaborator V. Man Antonius van de Waals sentenced to death. That's a heck of a name. So I'm trying to find, V. Man Antonius van de Waals. Okay. 48 as well, the Council of Europe was founded during the Hague Congress. Hague, or however you want to pronounce it.
Hague, yeah.
Hague. 49, Roem Van Rogeen Agreement negotiated in Jakarta between Indonesian Republican Mohammed Roem and Jan Herman Van Rogeen for the Netherlands, paving the way for independence.
Oh,
excellent.
Good deal.
51, International Olympic Committee allowed Russia to participate in the 1952 Olympics. We also have the concept of the integrated circuit, the basis for all modern computers, was first published by Geoffrey Dummer in 1952.
Integrated circuit, yep.
Yeah.
That's a biggie.
Now that's really interesting. Yesterday we had an article about some guy whose last name was Smart who ended up in an insane asylum for 6 years. And this time we have someone named Dumber doing integrated circuits. We gotta flip these names around here, man. Come on. 1953, a record 537 kilogram swordfish was caught by L.E. Maron in Chile. I wonder if it's still a record. That's a big swordfish.
Yeah.
54, the French surrendered to the Viet Minh after a 55-day siege at Dien Bien Phu. So it ended in a French defeat and a Viet Minh victory. The battle had begun back on March 13th. So that's a long battle there. That was when France was fighting the North and all that stuff. 54 as well, the U.S., Great Britain, and France rejected Russian membership of NATO. You know what? That's probably why, you know, we're not too happy with Russia now that I'm thinking about it, because, you know, we covered that article where Russia refused to recognize its surrender. And then so then we're like, you know, well, you know, if you're going to sit there and want your pound of flesh, then we're not going to allow you to work with us anymore.
And
you know?
what they were doing with the Eastern countries, Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
I mean, even by 54, it was real obvious what they were doing.
Oh,
so
yeah.
No,
yeah.
No way could they have
Communism was spreading like the cancer it is.
Yeah.
55 as well, West European Union was established. Okay. 56, New York Giant Bill White homered in his first at-bat. Excellent. 56, Pulitzer Prize for Drama was awarded to Francis Goodrich and Albert Hackett for their play, The Diary of Anne Frank. 57, Indians pitcher Herb Score was hit by a line drive off Gil McDougall.
I remember that. Oh, it broke his nose.
Yeah, he was hit in the face.
Yes, he said, I remember that. Herb Score is known for that. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's weird to see that.
Yeah.
So that was today.
Yep, in 1957.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's in the 5th or 6th grade.
Yeah, at Municipal Stadium, Score misses the rest of the season. Yeah. Well, yeah, he got hit in the face.
Yeah, it just mushed his nose.
Yikes. You know, I'm going to see if there's a video on that really quick. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. It's, is this it here? That looks... Is that... They didn't have color in 57, did they? TV?
Yeah.
Is this the game?
No.
This is not the game.
No,
Okay.
I didn't know. That was,
Oh, what is happening here? Look at that. Baseball's most savage moments.
Yeah, that's just...
Huh. And good old Ryan and George. You know, I'll save that for later to watch on my own accord, so pause that. What else do we got here in 1958? U.S. Air Force Major Howard Johnson set world aircraft altitude record in a Lockheed F-104 Starfighter at 27,810 meters. Huh. Let's see what that bird looks like here really quick. Images. Oh, that one. Okay. Well,
you recognize it?
No, but it's an airplane.
Yeah.
59, Roy Campanella night. Largest baseball crowd at 93,103 at the LA Coliseum saw Yankees defeated Dodgers 6-2 in an exhibition game.
I remember that well.
Nice.
One of my best friends went to that game.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, Roy Campanella night.
Ah. 1 year later, Dodgers Larry and Norm Sherry were the baseball's 10th brother battery. Remember I was talking with you about so many random-ass, weird records? Yeah. What the fuck is a brother battery?
Well, they're both in the lineup. Norm Sherry and Larry Sherry.
And now apparently they're the 10th one to do this.
Apparently so.
They're recording everything. This is weird.
I know. That's baseball.
Yep. LA Dodger, Norm Sherry's 11th home run won the game for brother Larry.
Oh, his brother was pitching.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know what the battery is? I'm sorry. I'm wrong.
Oh.
Pitcher catcher.
Say that again?
You were incorrect.
Wait.
That's what it translates to. So the battery is the pitcher catcher. So he hit a home run later for his brothers to win.
But then wouldn't that make them both win?
Well, the team wins, but the pitcher gets a recorded win.
Oh, okay.
You know, they keep the stats separate. In other words, your team may win, and the pitcher didn't get the starting pitcher didn't get a win.
Okay.
It was saved by somebody else. There's all kinds of things.
Yeah, that's why I'm not even bothering to really pay attention, because it just confuses me. You know, I mean, I'm paying attention, but like, there's just so much.
There's just dead air here.
Well, I mean, you know, now you know how it feels whenever I talk to you. But why wouldn't they combine these two? Like, there's been a lot. They're both the same event. Two articles.
No, not necessarily. Oh, well.
Yes.
Well, but it's two different things happened in the same event.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I have come across.
So there's the first. I guess they could have put it into two. But it's two different topics.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there's been many times that I've discovered that they actually have consolidated two articles into one event.
Oh, okay. They didn't do it here.
Yeah, this time they didn't. That's weird. 1960, Leonid Brezhnev replaced Kilmet Voroshilov as president of the USSR. And like when I first read that, the first thing that went through my mind was that scene from the Reagan movie. Like, you know, not the one that, you know, Reagan was in.
They're dying so quick?
Yeah, like, you know, how can I work with them if they keep dying on me?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
The USSR announced Francis Gary Powers confessed to being a CIA spy.
CIA, yeah.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah. They shot him down.
Yeah, they did. Oh.
They were spying over there, and they didn't think the Russians had the technology to shoot him down because it was really high.
Yeah.
Really high in the sky, and they did.
Well, that's what they get for not thinking.
Yeah.
1963, SETC Telstar launched apogee 6,700 miles or 10,800 kilometers. What is an apogee? So look that up here really quick. And like we're 9 minutes to our hour, so we're gonna be over very you know. So apogee definition. I mean, I'm not like taking it slow or anything. The highest point in the development of something, or a climax or culmination. Okay, so the highest point it reached its peak at 6,700 miles.
Okay.
Whatever it tells. I guess that's a rocket. Like Telstar 2. It's a satellite.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so 1975, U.S. President Gerald Ford declared an end to the Vietnam era. 1980, Paul Guido Jr., a U.S. murderer and longest-serving prison inmate in the U.S., was paroled after 68 years, 296 days, at the age of 86. Should have executed him. All of that wasted taxpayer money, you know, feeding, housing, and clothing a murderer. You know, for all, you know, 68 years. I see this, and I don't see the longest-serving prison inmate. I see almost 69 years of taxpayer money being thrown away on a piece of shit. 82, Californian federal jury ruled NFL violated antitrust laws in preventing Oakland Raiders' move to Los Angeles Coliseum.
Yeah, Coliseum.
I know, I mispronounced it intentionally.
Okay.
82, IBM released PC-DOS version 1.1. That's big. MS-DOS, PC-DOS, you know? Which is, you know, DOS, to my knowledge, is still used to this day by hackers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, you know, the command prompt and all that stuff. Very big, yeah. You know, that's a backdoor into everything. 83, August Hoffman performed a record 29,051 consecutive sit-ups. Ooh, wow. Must have his abs must have been like just screaming, like literally glowing with nuclear fusion by then. I mean, good lord. 84, $180 million out-of-court settlement was reached in Agent Orange suit.
Oh.
So, you know, don't forget that Monsanto developed Agent Orange, and then now, you know, they also they literally took the chemical compound, the recipe for Agent Orange, and tweaked it very slightly, if at all, and then made it into Roundup, and then now all these people are getting cancer from Roundup, same as people got cancer from, you know, Agent Orange and everything. And now all that stuff is genetically put in our food.
How do you know that they're getting cancer from Roundup?
Because there's commercials on TV going on about class action lawsuits.
Okay.
One of those, you may be entitled to compensation things.
Okay, yeah.
You know, you've seen those. So now they're going after Roundup because it's literally Agent Orange. You know? 1986, Canadian Patrick Moreau became the first person to climb each of the 7 summits. Now, do you know what the 7 summits are?
No clue.
The seven highest mountains in each of the continents.
Oh, okay.
So, like, you know, North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica.
Yeah.
So that's the 7 summits. Ao's time.
Ooh,
Nice
ooh.
day 7. We got your time, right? Yeah, we
Yes,
did.
yes,
Yeah.
we did.
105 degrees Fahrenheit, Sacramento, California.
Wow.
That's warm.
Pretty hot for
Yep.
May.
Yep. Well, we had pretty hot for March earlier.
Boy,
You know,
did
down
we ever.
here, and then now it's pretty cool for me. You know, nowadays we
yeah.
just
Flipped it.
yeah. 89, Mark Macaroni of Wales cycled for 30 minutes in Nepal at 21,030 feet.
What
That's
does that mean? Cycle.
bicycle.
Oh,
Right. So 21,000 feet. You know, that's really high up there. The air is thin.
Yeah, yeah,
So like to cycle for 30 minutes,
yeah.
that's a feat. That doesn't sound like much, but you know that's a lot.
That's what you do. You cycle with your feet.
Okay,
It's fun.
there you go. There you go.
Hey, any comments while we're
Yes. Let's see here. Nothing on YouTube. Anything on Rumble? Nope. All right.
Okay, let's get down the stretch here, even though we're not near it.
89 Panamanian voters rejected dictator Manuel Noriega's bid for presidency.
Good. But
Yep.
you took it anyways. I think.
Yep. 91 Haryana defeated Bombay in the Ranji Cricket Trophy final by 2 runs. See, I got back at you for your cycle joke. So. 92 as well. 27th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution was ratified. Bars increased to congressional pay from taking effect until after an intervening election. So Michigan ratified a 203-year-old proposed amendment to the U.S. Constitution, making the 27th Amendment law. This amendment barred the U.S. Congress from giving itself a midterm pay raise. Good.
Oh, there you go.
Wow. Why did Michigan wait so long? 92, 5 New York City cops were arrested in Hauppauge, Long Island, for selling cocaine.
Oh, jeez.
That would do it. We also have champion Puerto Rican jockey Anjo Cordero Jr. retired after winning 7,057 thoroughbred horse races. Dang, that's a lot.
Yeah.
92, U.S. Space Shuttle STS-49 was launched. It was the maiden voyage of the Endeavour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We also have 3 employees at a McDonald's restaurant in Sydney, Nova Scotia, Canada. Well, that's weird. Sydney,
Yeah.
Canada. Like, were brutally murdered and a 4th permanently disabled after a botched robbery. It was the first fast food murder in Canada. You know, so to speak, fast food murder. So, that's horrible. 93, South Africa agreed to multiracial elections. Good. 94, Denver Nuggets became NBA's first number 8 seed to beat a number 1 seed in Seattle.
Yeah, it hasn't happened very often.
Oh, well, this is the first time. So,
Yeah, it is the first time. I think it's happened maybe again.
Yeah. 94 as well. Edvard Munch's painting The Scream was recovered 3 months after it was stolen. Now, I saw a really interesting theory that Edvard Munch saw a gray alien and then he painted one. And that's what that is.
Oh.
That's a gray.
Oh, okay.
Like, it makes sense now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, why?
Well, I mean, you know, no ears, it's bald, it's you know, it has very long
Well, he could
hands
have
and
ears.
arms.
His hands are over his side of his
Yeah, but it has, like, you know, only nostrils. Just you know, it's slender, it's lanky. And it doesn't, like,
It's odd.
it's just a theory,
Yeah.
you know, so. 1995, the Twins defeated Indians 10-9 in 17 innings, 6 hours and 36 minutes.
Oh.
So,
The fans got their money's worth.
yeah. So that's 2.5 7th inning stretches. Me and my 7th inning stretches.
That he knows. How do I
Well-
get a break from this? Seventh inning.
Well, that allows me to get up, take a piss, get a beer, you know, like,
Maybe not come back.
yeah. Well, I mean, like, you know, how's this song go? Something about something in Cracker Jacks.
Taking out the ball game?
Yeah, like I don't remember lyrics. I don't ever want to go back, you know, or something. So
No, that isn't it.
I never want something. I don't know. 97 Expos scored 13 and 6 at Giants. That's it's a lot. 97, a science fiction film, The Fifth Element, written and directed by Luc Besson, starring Bruce Willis and Mila Jovovich, was released. It was in the most expensive European film ever made. Yep. And we went and saw it in theaters for Mom's birthday. I remember that.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's the one where she was an alien or something?
Yeah, well, she was the Fifth Element.
Fifth Element, that's right.
Like, you know, they
They had to put her together. Yeah, they had to get. Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
big bada boom, you know.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. 98, Mercedes-Benz bought Chrysler for $40 billion and formed Daimler Chrysler in the then largest industrial merger in history. 99, a jury found the Jenny Jones Show and Warner Brothers liable in the death of Scott Amadure after purposefully deceiving Jonathan Schmitz to appear on the same-sex Crush episode. Schmitz later killed Amadure. Jury awarded Amadure's family $25 million. Wow.
Jeez.
In the name of reality TV. You know, like...
Oh, man.
This should have, like, made Warner Brothers go under. Like, as soon as somebody dies, the entire studio needs to go. Everybody involved needs to be disbarred from ever working in the industry again. Enough. You know?
25 million is pocket change for them.
No, that's why I'm saying they need to be dissolved. Because somebody died because of them.
Well, the way you dissolve them is take away their air rights.
Yeah.
You know, they can't broadcast.
Yeah. 99, Kosovo War in the Federal Republic of Yugoslavia. 3 Chinese citizens were killed and 20 were wounded when a NATO aircraft bombed the Chinese embassy in Belgrade.
Wow.
Why is NATO bombing an embassy? What the hell?
I think that was a mistake.
Sure it was. Pope John Paul II traveled to Romania, becoming the first pope to visit a predominantly Eastern Orthodox country since the Great Schism of 1054. That's 1,000 years, essentially.
Yeah.
You know, minus 55 years,
Yeah.
whoop-de-doo. So, the year 2000, Vladimir Putin was inaugurated as the president of Russia.
There you go. And they're 26 years.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about him.
27,
We're going to
actually.
talk about him 2 or 3 more times, actually. 2003, Arsenal thrashed Southampton 6-1 at Highbury to start Gunners' amazing English Premier League record 49-game unbeaten streak, ending. This is soccer, Dad.
Oh, thank God.
Ending 24 of October 2004 with 2-0 defeat at Manchester United.
Okay, there we go.
No. We also have U.S. businessman Nick Berg in 2004 was beheaded by Islamic militants. The act was recorded on videotape and released on the internet. Yikes. 2007, Ehud Netzer of the Hebrew University announced he had discovered the tomb of Herod the Great at Herodian, West Bank. Take that with a grain of salt. 2012, NATO airstrike killed 14 and wounded 6 civilians in Afghanistan, Baghdad province. Here we go again, NATO attacking non-combatants. 2012, paleoclimatological research, how did I read that?
I have no idea.
Claimed dinosaur flatulence may have warmed the earth. Yeah. Raptor farts!
Can you imagine the size of those guys farting?
I don't want to.
No. They'd probably knock you over to begin with.
What are you doing standing that close to a dinosaur ass, you sicko? Here we go again. Vladimir Putin was sworn in for the 3rd 6-year term as president of Russia.
Yeah.
And then in 2013, Delaware became the 11th state to legalize same-sex marriage. Cool. 2014, fighting between pro-Russian and Kiev forces continue amid fears internationally of a civil war in Ukraine. Yep. And we were behind all that. 2017, Bahubali 2, The Conclusion, became the highest-grossing Indian box office film ever, earning $120 million. Excellent.
Yeah.
Good job, Indians.
Bollywood.
Yeah. In 2017, MTV became the first major award show to adopt gender-neutral categories, with Emma Watson winning the Best Film Actor and Millie Bobby Brown winning Best TV Actor. Okay. 2018, global tourism accounted for 8% of the world's carbon emissions, according to a University of Sydney study. Okay, who cares?
A weird study.
You know, they're trying to validate tampering down on going on vacation and everything. So, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just set the entire world on fire. How about that? You know. So, 2018, Iran-Contra figure Oliver North was announced as the new president of the U.S. National Rifle Association.
Oh yeah, I remember
What
that.
the frick, dude? That is weird.
Why?
Like, he goes from being in the White House to ending up on Fox News. Now he's the head of the NRA. This guy's living like a sim, dude. Like,
Well, he's also
wild
hammered
career
for,
path.
what was it?
The Iran-Contra affair. Yeah, I know.
Iran-Contra,
Yeah, and that's high treason. He should have been executed. And now he's in charge of a bunch of people with guns. Okay. 2018, Vladimir Putin was sworn in as Russia's president for another 6 years. Yep, here we go. 2018 as well, World Snooker Championship, Crucible Theatre, Sheffield. Welshman Mark Williams defeated John Higgins of Scotland, 18-16. As promised, he did his press conference in the nude.
Ha!
You know what?
Snookered that crowd.
Yikes. So, hopefully it's not going to show us anything. Oh, yeah, there he is. He's naked. Yeah. Oh, yuck.
Snooker's a tough game.
Yeah. It's a difficult word to say without sounding like a racial slur. 2019, Denver was the first U.S. city to decriminalize psilocybin or magic mushrooms. Cool. Hackers seized control of the computer system of the U.S. city of Baltimore, demanding a ransom in bitcoins to unlock them. Turkish electoral body decided to rerun the Istanbul mayoral election, which was won by the opposition amid worldwide criticism. Yeah, you can't do that. That's replaying until you win. That's not right.
Unless you had some proof of some foul play.
Yeah.
Which it doesn't say if they did or didn't.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
2019 as well, Venezuela's Congress stripped opposition lawmakers of immunity and accused them of treason. Oh, gee, I wonder what's happening here.
Yeah.
2020, toxic leak at Indian chemical factory near Visakhapatnam killed at least 13 and injured many when it tried to reopen after lockdown. Yikes. The UK economy was heading for its worst crash in 300 years, negative 14% since 1707, according to the Bank of England forecast. Although that sounds like fear tactics to get people to get scared and hoard their money and, stop trade and all that stuff. 2020, U.S. unemployment claims it had hit 33.3 million, or 20% of the workforce, versus 2 months ago unemployment of 3.5%, a 50-year low. And now it's even worse.
That's all, what do you call it?
Bullshit?
COVID.
Oh, Kung Flu, yeah. 2021, former police officer and suspected serial killer Hugo Ernesto Osorio Chavez was arrested in Chaluchapa, El Salvador, after a mass grave was discovered containing between 15 to 40 bodies at his house.
Oh, jeez.
Look, that's pretty damning.
Nice guy.
We also have Philadelphia Museum of Art unveiled major interior renovation and expansion designed by U.S. architect Frank Gehry. And I gotta look this up just really quick. I know we're over our hour, but I'm a sucker for. Ooh, this looks beautiful. Wow.
Holy cow.
Wow. That gorgeous. I'd love to go check this out. That almost looks fake.
It does, doesn't it?
Like that looks like a mock-up. Like
something's up.
Yeah, it looks too polished. This looks real.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks real. I don't know, it's just the lighting. It's just...
And where's this again? At Philadelphia?
Yeah, Philadelphia Museum of Art. 2021, ransomware attack on...
an artist rendition.
Maybe. Ransomware attack on U.S. colonial pipeline by the dark side criminal group stopped supply to half of East Coast. Yikes. So, oil, pipeline.
Yeah.
The World Health Organization approved the Chinese Kung Flu vaccine Sinopharm. It was first made by a non-Western. It's first made by a non-Western company or country. So, why would we trust China? After they're the reason.
Yeah.
And then they also were caught red-handed, like putting fentanyl and the coronavirus and all that stuff on products shipped to us. And recently, we discovered them getting, we caught them red-handed shipping missile ingredients to Iran and the Strait of Hormuz.
Oh.
We caught a ship that was known to travel between China and Iran. We boarded the ship and caught them red-handed from China to Iran, containing like chemicals for missiles, like straight up, like red-handed. Like,
well, are we surprised? No.
No, but why are we still doing business with them? What the fuck? They're obviously evil and hateful and xenophobic. Stop working with them. 2022, Afghan women issue decree to cover their faces in public, the hijab reaching head to toe, by Ministry for the Propagation of Virtue and Prevention of Vice, or her male guardian faces criminal punishment. 2023 as well, a man rammed a car into a group of migrants waiting at a bus stop in Brownsville, Texas, killing 8 people and injuring at least 10. Wow. I mean, the government ain't doing shit, and this is disgusting. At the same time, if you're losing your job to illegal aliens, eventually you're gonna snap. I'm not validating. I'm trying to cause and effect. You know, like, I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm saying what caused it.
Yeah.
You know, if we're going to prevent such atrocities in the future, we need to start focusing on, you know, domestic, not international.
But you don't know if he lost his job.
Well, I know, but, like, you know, I've lost my job to immigrants many times. So, 2023, Syria was readmitted to the influential Arab League more than 10 years after being thrown out for representing pro-democracy protesters. Or repressing. Not representing, for repressing. Okay, that would do it. 2024, Israeli forces seize control of Gaza's Rafah crossing into Egypt after Hamas announced they are accepting a ceasefire proposal. Wow. Wow, typical Israel. They came in, you know, out of left field and just grabbed before anybody can do anything. So, that's evil, but typical Israel. 2024, Stormy Daniels testified in court to a 2006 sexual encounter with Donald Trump as part of a hush money trial against Trump. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. 2024, Vladimir Putin was sworn in for his 5th term as Russian president at the Grand Kremlin Palace in Moscow in a ceremony boycotted by many world leaders. Okay. Just this time last year, conclave to elect a new pope began with 133 cardinal electors. And last but not least, India launched airstrikes on multiple locations in Pakistan, killing at least 8 people. Pakistan declared a state of emergency, called the strikes an act of war, which they are, and launched retaliatory strikes on India, killing 3. So, another source said the Indian Army and the Indian Air Force conducted a surgical strikes, multiple, codenamed Operation Sindoor, on terrorist hideouts in Pakistan in response to the Falangam attack that killed 26 people. See, that's what it's not saying. So, so the secondary source is saying that the Indian Army, you know, India did this in response to Pakistan attacking, and then this is saying India just attacked out of nowhere, and then Pakistan is launching retaliatory strikes. No, Pakistan did first, and then India, and then now Pakistan. They're taking turns here. You know?
Well, you don't know which one's right.
No, I do.
How do you know?
They're both right. So I'll bring this here. Because secondary source said India did this in response to the Falangam attack that killed 26 people.
Okay.
So Pakistan attacked India, killed 26 people. India then attacked Pakistan, which is this event.
I see.
And then later Pakistan attacked again, killing 3 more.
Yeah, okay.
You know? So, like, enough. Anyway, that shall conclude the show. Once again, please check the underbar of the description for any links that you may find interesting, including Model Limited 2, all things Omni Coalition. A lot of history has and continues to be made on a daily basis, and we can only bring you a portion from several sources. So, you know, the past hour and 12 minutes, we've gone through all of this. So, yeah, let's see. Where'd my script go?
Any final comments?
I just checked that while I was talking.
Okay.
For your dose of Passive Events Daily, we stream at 5 p.m. Pacific time. It's 6 Mountain, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, respectively. For all of you and all of us, I'm A.O. Xander.
Golden Loon.
And UVRU, thank you so much for coming in and watching. Until you catch us next time, whenever that is, wherever that is, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection. Right